amahle botani bantu bomgquba botani bantwana basekhaya igama lami ndinguSlindile wakwalufela uMampingi. I'm gonna just rap before I start. Okay, so ngihleli noBut Charles. uBut Charles bengilokho ngiposta kwenye group yethu ebizwa ngeSoneville City. Honestly speaking, he did caught my attention because izinto bekalokhu azikhuluma, it really gave me a thought. Like every time when I would read his opinions, I want to be safe and say opinions, I would sit, think through, and I would really gain a lot. And he honored when I asked him to come and sit with me, because there was a day that I was talking about something that as a country we're not ready to talk about, which is the abuse, all aspects of the abuse. And we're going to share right now with you our opinions. Please don't come for us. But Charles, I want to welcome you, man.
Yeah, no ngiyabonga.
Kunjani?
Hayi no siyaphila.
Yeah.
Khada akukho. Ubana kwakusize wahlula imbuzi.
Okay. Kodwa yathi khala ngo December sithi cela ukuhlinzwa ngoMay. Kodwa sikudinga njengamanje. Yeah, man. I want to ask you ukuthi uBut Charles ubani?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, mina Charles isibongo Mafora.
Yes.
Ngizalelwe eRadung, ngikhulele eKagiso eZulu Jump. And then ngifunde eThembile high school journey and then ngathi niyazi mase ama complications wezindlu ukuthi time amalishona kunokuthi kube neingxabano.
Yes.
And then kwaba nalezo igwilaring sagcina manje sebakhiphe uma wami endlini. And then we had to go to see movie sohlala eSwaneville block 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Saseyintwana maybe I think boma 12 13.
Okay.
So basically Swaneville kaslami ngikholele lapho until ke ngiqale ngisebenze ngibe Slee ngibhayela extension 6 move out to move ngiyohlala kumkhalisha ngisiyazi mofuna impilo mos.
Yes.
Yeah, khona manje sengisemhlakeni. Yeah.
Okay.
I think ni summarize it.
You did actually. But now there's this thing that you are one of the top contributors.
Yeah.
Swaneville City. Tell me about it. Did you feel like, as much as uhambile, but you still want to know things around where you grew up?
No, yazi Swaneville City angi top contributor as such.
Yes.
Kahle i podcast yakho ingidonze leska to interview uBabzinto uNhlapho.
Oh yes.
So mina na like sisondelene kakhulu. Yabo so ngayilandela and then from there ngabe ngiloko ngibheke ezinye izinto yabo. And then ngabe ngiyakhomenta lapho nalapho ngibona khona because nokusha nalokuthi nilive comment. That's when ngiqale ukuyilandela ngaze ngangena na ku YouTube ngasubscribe and then ngaba I number 1 fan. Ngazinika amandlela nginawo. Angena. Okay.
Yes.
Ngisondeza.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Singazinika amandlela nginawo.
Yes, actually I want you ukhumbule ne, there are many things, there are many contents and we've got so much to do with our lives besides indaba ye-internet. But every time when I would have communication now through that, I really appreciate because sometimes we need that one person who's you know, it's not that bad, you know. It's not that bad. And so now when I posted past abuse, you said so much. You said so much. I was like, yo, okay, ngiyamuzwa buti kodwa angimuzwa. You know, because sometimes it's so easy to have my opinions when you're not within the situation.
Yeah.
And it's when you mentioned ukuthi I once did it and I learned from it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, man. Angithi uyabona ukhulele kasi ne. Uyazi ukhulele kasi especially thina ke laba abazinga boma 80s. Umthetho bongakabi strong they were strong ngakhona manje and namanje ngeke sithi umthetho strong because of the same things zenzeka namanje still uyanderstand but then ngalesa sikhathi bezi worse because of bezenzeka nasestradini so sikhula si under leyo influence and the reason why ilokhunjane yakho young touch it's because of sikhula kuleyo influence and then instead of kube into egxekwayo uyanderstand kuba into ukuthi iya promotiwa like for example mina mangikhule esigela besingasheli like manje ngicela ukukhuluma nawe ngincenge sijaba uma date no bengiblock yabo ngicela ukukhuluma nawe ngofuna ukubambe ngidonse isandla mongalalele ngokukhahlelele
le part lethambo le
understand either way bekungakhona and then sikhula lezo zinto lezo instead of zishamiwe it's like besipromotiwa uyanderstand and then mokhula kulo environment nengondo yakho automatically yashintsha you don't see umuntu mama like a human being like your equal something like that you see as ilokhunja object uyanderstand and then automatically most of us you then you feel good okay it means une power over lo muntu and wonke umuntu one power over umuntu you automatically you ufuna ukuthi we exert leyo power uyanderstand and growing up elokishini ke kuba into normally amahotman ayenza angazi if ngakutshela story one of amahotman bengiwathanda mina ke igama lakhe Walter bekahlala ezulu jump I'm sure bayamazi maybe ushonile manje I don't know yabo bekazi phusha nomunye usisi uBrenda like usisi Brenda bekusisi muhle kakhulu and if ukhumbula kahle lezi ayinkathi lezi zinto zama makeup ezingaduma uqala wenza ama makeup esithi hayi yabo sisi basebusuku bezingajwayeleka kanjengamanje yabo but usister bekazishaya amuhle amude faka ama weave la wama afro like usister kuuye man yabo noma edlula sakhula Brenda munhle yangu yabo thank you yabo so brothers bekumuntu khona manje I can say umuntu onesikhwele uyanderstand because of bekana kumdonsa nje estradini amshaya ngempama and then uzozwa amahotman yabona uWalter akasibhaye iskelem uyanderstand yes okay so kusho ukuthi nami to be respected kumele ngimfane noWalter uyabona lama influence yana siyo but then again manje growing up because of into eyenzeka kwenze ukuthi one day I don't know kwenzakalani but sasuka thina sesibizwa ukuthiwa usisibrand ushonile estradeni and then sagejima sase abantwana cabanga I think lapho besabo ma 10 11 yeah like qala ukubona umuntu eshonile like igazi ligcwele and then lo muntu ubulewe yini lo muntu ubulewe umuntu amthandayo the person benozitshela ukuthi okay lo muntu ngumuntu ongimthandayo understand and then ushonile that's when I think I reality eye lokhunja domestic violence kimi ngaqala ukuyibona khona uyanderstand even though ngingayithathanga serious but now looking back yeah bekuyinto yembi hence ngaqala ngacomment amuzobeka istory sakho kulokho njani ukuthi you know what abantu abaku this situation it's not to say because I think ukhulume around the lines ukuthi akumelanga uziforce like kumele umyekele until yena sibonele aze asondele then I was like you know umuntu okuleyo situation akaboni mfethu akaboni because of uzinika ama reasons ukuthi okay lento iyenzeka and mangiloko ngenza research after uthe ngeza la kuyilokho njana because ngikutshelele ngathi ngithanda ukuba prepared mangiloko ngenza research and then ngiyabona ukuthi no man these people abazenzi lo muntu lo udependa kuyo le abuse uyanderstand without le abuse akafeel ukuthi umuntu which is why umuntu mosum abuse kahle manixabana ungamshayi
angithandi
uyakuprovoke ukuthi uzumshaya and then maqeda ukumshaya uba satisfied in a way angakhala and then now umshashaya but uyambona ukuthi lo muntu lento bekayifuna uyitholile uyabo yeah so yona akusinto egrand yona akusinto right
and tell me about the dynamics of you having a mom and dad endlini and then ubaba kushona I mean you were around 10 11
yeah
did you experience such within your parents ukuthi mhlambe umuntu omama kufanele uqinise isandla or wena nje into kuyizwe estradini we adopt estradini
yeah yazi mina endlini ngikhuliswe umamfundisi noba umfundisi so bebephuza bebengichaza bebephuza ithema lambe libhema
okay
mawambe kaphuza bebehamba bangithume nandi next door bekuthengiswa ngene ngithatha ama BI2 ngibalethele endlini sibuye esontweni sivele kwedlula umthendele
Yes.
hlalele endlini baziphuzele and then baqeda ukuphuza sebashayile 2 nyana 3 nyana yabo isonto liyoqala enzansi and then sizocula uya understand siphekelwe leso sikhathi so mina angikhumbuli shem like mina angikhumbuli even nobaba wami ngingazi emakhoneni because abanye abazali banengqondo ukuthi let's not expose umntwana wethu kulento le maybe belwele emakhoneni I'm not sure angazi ngababona so mina ngikhulela kwifamily ukuthi like yeah bebethandana yabo lento le ngibone estradeni yabo and then ngazoyibona kubhuti wami mina I can say influence we hayi shembe yabeka Black Sema
Yes.
Abhuti wami beka Black Sema ene beka Black Sema beka sichaza athi yabona mina umfazi ngimshaqogile mangiqeda impahla zema vithi naked yabo ene izulu jump yaza ngithi ama 2 room and then emuva imikhukhu so uzothola umkhukhu kabhuti wami umkhukhu kabani and then imkhukhu emiqhashi uyanga understand ubhuti wami beka shaya man shaye uzumntwana abantu ekhala
angasakhali
athethe yeah but mama beka athetha yena yabo aphume amxoshe yabo and then basolve yabo aphinda abuye kwayena yabo so ngayibona lapho and then mainly nasestradeni but endlini ayishem
You know, as you're talking about your parents, ngicabanga abazali bami mina. You know, as much as yes, we're talking about domestic violence, but we're not. Other people they don't understand what there are many aspects when it comes to abuse. I remember ubaba ke mina beka sebenzela eGrille eMpumalanga. So ubaba ekhaya ibiulo baba ofika ngama fortnight or just ngemonth end. And then this other day so baba mbekane le briefcase le yabo le namanamba le rolayo so ngiyayivula ngithola isithombe and mangithola isithombe I'm assuming because of we never knew anyone from my father's side because baba he's from Zim so weza ngapha during imp in 14 so when he went back to look for his family he couldn't find because of Baby Seven movie so it was this thing of longing to know your paternal side and thatha kwami leso sithombe leso mina ngiyobuza uma wami instead of uya kubaba ubani antwethu kanti girlfriend kababa
uyompimpa
and but you understand I didn't know that ifana nalomntwana ukuthi wathi kuma wakhe mama nobaba uyakuthanda yazi wena ubaba ukubheka ngamehlo amabili kodwa kunomunye umama umbheka ngelihlo liwani ukuthi uyamwinkela type of thing and now seeing my mom saying olala ngafuna ukuthi ngigqoka amabhruku amarubhizi nabantu abagqoka amabhruku and then abazali bami bahlukana
ngale yonto ne
yes and then I saw my mom starting wearing pants now naye phela unalento ukuthi ungijwayela kabi and then now when they rekindled honestly bengisasemncane but I remember ubaba my father was very handful like bengumuntu handy so besihlala emkhukhwini so if maybe kuyokwanetha uzogibela yo check because umkhukhu wasekhaya ayiforum omkhulu nje uyowa wakhe A1 so kushuthi kunobaba wafika makafika lo baba uxoxa noma wami wenza ivasi apparently my father I think waba nesikhwele ubaba I'm confronting my mom about that mama mashaya impama
yo
you understand shaya baba and then umama mathi umamkhulu uthi yasibize block 7 sihambe siye block 7 but manje block 7 inqondo yami kunalana ikulanta engiyibonile ekhaya ezansi ngishiya my siblings they ngiyehla engayibona umama mami uthathe isikhiya wavula ifestera wasiphonsa phezulu komkhukhu wathi namhlanje ithiza kuzophuma wena ushonile or mina I've never seen my father being umuntu of raise voice baba mbeka ngaphuzi baba mbengena abangani baba he was our safest place but what I saw that day umawam be like literally provoking my dad ngathi mangilunguze festera umama washaya baba ngiyamura and then baba ngomphanja nje ngilentuzane eyi1 nginqindi la igazi lathi. And then now sengiyakhula, I get into a relationship. Mina ngifuna I wouldn't say maybe ngangikholelwa vele ukuthi ukuze ubone ukuthi umuntu uyakuthanda fanele akushaye. But I ended up being in a situation where nyamura. I meant it that day when I said I want to apologize to my family and friends because I had to put them through that. And now bayafika bona bayanqanda angisamfuna wamina ngiyabuyela. I remember when I was pregnant with my daughter. Oh, I've never said this, but I'm gonna say it. I remember ngiyakuye ngithi I'm pregnant. Wathi angimfuni mina uThunyoba. Oh, ngithi pregnant. Wathi congratulations, it was the father. I was like, dude. Wathi angimfuni.
Yeah.
And me not believing abortion. That guy would literally squeeze my tummy, would kick it.
Yes.
Athi angimfuni. Like wayengitshela athi angimfuni. Kwenzekile ukuthi sihlukane on my first trimester because I was like, I want to keep my baby. Imagine now ngikhonile escape. Ngihlukene nalomuntu because I want to keep my baby. But ngiyamthatha ngelast trimester. Like take him back. Ubuya sekangitshela ukuthi unomuntu. Oyisenior yakhe emsebenzini. He would tell me not to wait up. Uzobe nomuntu wakhe. Ngizobe nginonkululeko ungangilindi. He would drive nonkululeko's car in the morning. Aze kimi angilethele ukudla. Abuyele. Sometimes angifone ifoni kaNonkulunkulu athi angina airtime. Makabuya efuna sex. Cause ngikwatile ngangamniki uzongishayela ukuthi ubulala nobani ngesikhathi ngekho. Like I'm highly pregnant. I remember ngidrega erenkini. Yabona this heart la wangishisa ngogwayi. Athi awulaleli. Like waeshela kimi. I stayed. And in all of those things, when I was out, I had to ask for forgiveness kuSlindile because I played my part. I stayed. I said like umuntu besekazi, and I used to hide it to my brothers. Mina benginama techniques ukuthi ngiwile. Like I always had stories because I'm light skinned. Utheni ngingawo ngishayiswe ikhabethe nami ngiwenzile lo ma excuse lawo. You know, I remember this other day yongilanda. Uyazi Ntokozweni? Have you ever heard of Ntokozweni?
Ntokozweni, yeah.
Sebenzile Ntokozweni. Ngifaka ngihamba ngama crashes. Yazongidonsa phansi kwabantu. And then bamshaya and bengihlala ngimzwela. You know, mina that guy bengishaya ngiphase out.
Yeah, aish.
Umuntu akubamba ikhanda lakho so alishaye so phansi. And then abuya athi, you made me. I'm not like that. This is not me. Inkinga uwe lo ongiphusha ukuthi ngenze lezo zinto lezo, and I will never ever do it again. And then umkholwe. You know, and the crazy part, these perpetrators, umuntu uzokwenza lo nto le, maqedile afuna ukulala nawe. Maqedile alala eduze kwakho. What would happen to them? Maybe, I'm just saying. Abayicabangi lo nto ukuthi hey lo maybe angiboilela amanzi ashisayo. Do you think they think about those things?
Abayicabangi le nto lena. Abayicabangi. And yazi sorry for experience yakho, but I believe ukuthi kuba ukho la if lezo zinto azenzakala ngakuwe. Yabo, so zenzekile to lead you ukuthi ube ulomuntu owuye today because yakwazi ukuzwela umunye umuntu ubhlungu. I believe nale podcast weqale ukuthi uyenze awareness kubanye abantu, yabo. So maybe if lezo zinto bezingayenzakala ngakuwe, maybe you'd be umuntu ignorant, maybe you'd be working somewhere uze imali yakho nganandaba nomunye umuntu because bengiloko kulandela nalomkhulubo lokumsiza lapha yana. It shows ukuthi unenhliziyo yobuntu, yabo. So kuyo yonke leyo nto leyo I'm sure usumxolele naye lo i-abuser lena.
Actually, thank you for that.
Yeah.
You know what? Ngikhumbula ngisebenza Pick n Pay yase North Yeovil. Ngilapha yana kule yabona lapha ama taxi ajika khona eMayibuye. Ngimile la. So uguy sika kulama substance uyabhema wenza zonke lezo. Afika zona eduze kwami. Athi grand. Yo. Kuthi chifi yabo. Athi kanti wena uxoli. It's years later, at Kantwena Uxoli. And at the back of my head, I was like, how do you expect me to xolela you, but you've never, ever apologized? He was like, I don't mean that. I mean, can't you move on with your life? You need to, for yourself. It's not healthy. Yabo, there was a time uyahlanya ke manje. You know? Kuyo yonke into, it was me being worried that at the end of the day, that's the father. Yeah, exactly. And now, ngizoba proud kanjani umkhomba ngithi ubabakho lo. You understand? At the very same time, the very baba wayengakufuni. At the very same time, it was this thing yokuthi mangithi ngiyamxolela, which part should I focus on? Because it's not like konke kwakukubi. I mean, uguy bekangisiza because mina abazali bashona ngisasemncane. That guy helped me raising my siblings. He did that. Like, he would listen to me when I say, yo, ekhaya kunakudla. He would help. So forgiving, should I think of the positive things that he did or what? Because he didn't want me to go back to school. And I'm jelati. When and I'm gonna leave you and I'm gonna go get a career woman. A pencil skirt and pencil heels because of nobody. And you are on the palm of my hand. If I turn over my hand, you nobody.
Yazi yonke lento ekhuluma yene, like preparation yokuzala. Ngifunde kakhulu man, ngathatha ama states awamanye amazwe, states Zimbabwe, Zambia, USA, nganathena ngahlanganisa, like ngifuna ukubona the pattern is one. Okay, ngizokufundela le research engiyenzile manje. Uyanganathena the pattern is one. Abuse, like the thing ebayithatha kuwe, bathatha amandla wakho. Uyanganathena, and once they have amandla wakho, lo ngaphandle kwe physical abuse, all in one, emotional abuse. Uyanganathena, the reason bekakusiza financially ukuthi akhumbuze ukuthi wena without me you are nothing. Abantwana bakini bayadla, it's because of mina. And ukutshela leyo nto ukuthi izingene nasekhanda lakho, uthola iminto ukuthi azakutshele nokuthi no, you are so useless ukuthi ngizokuhlaba ngabantwana and mangiqeda ukuhlaba ngabantwana ngiyekele ngihambe ngiyofuna omunye umuntu. And emakasho njalo I'm sure bomfuna kakhulu because of kunjalo man, kunjalo. Uyabo manipulation, ama tactics awe manipulation is the way besebenza ngakhona. Abanye abekho aware ukuthi uyayenza lento ne, but uyayenza. We understand that research yasho ukuthi they do this anaway bafana nama lokhunjana la. Okay, ngizokukhumbula lelo gama lelo ethi ngidlule kulo. Uyangaunderstand, uyenza engekho aware ukuthi uyayenza this thing, but uyayenza. Uyangaunderstand, and lezo zinto ziya build up again, uyabo. So when it comes to forgiveness ne, I mean I say wena mina ngumuntu okholwa kakhulu ne, and then you pray uthi forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. If forgiveness doesn't mean aina condition, I don't have to ukuthi ngize kuwe ngithi mfethu ngixolele in order ukuthi wena ngixolele. You understand? If then you are going to wait ukuthi mina ngize kuwe ngithi ngixolele, then you are going to die with that thing. It means in our way forever. Mina at least yanozile wathi kuwe move on. Abanye
apologize still.
Akakoyi apology. Akakoyi apology.
Akabonte wrong.
No, akabonte wrong. Yena kuye idiscipline. Hence ngithi thina masikhula ne besingafundiswa ukuthi ukushaya intombazana, mina my brother bekathi uyamdiscipline. And beka encourage ukuthi umfazi uyadiscipline ukuthi angadeleli. It's a pity mina bengizisabela nje. Yabona bengine-fear yami. I think it's something engithathe kubaba wami then, yabona. But akaziboni yena ukuthi uyakuhlukumeza. Yena into abonayo ukuthi ukufaka endleleni. And noma blome namajida, aweza amajida athi kuye mfethu lento uyenza i-wrong. But yabona lo akadlali. Yabona imali yakhe makakhuluma manje iyajamba. Uyangaunderstand? Now they take that from yena. So yena kuye akayiboni kuyinto wrong. Uyangaunderstand? Until yena azayiboni. uzoza kwathi mfethu I'm sorry, but if akayiboni kuyinto wrong, then he'll continue ayenze nakwabanye phambili, you understand. So when it comes to forgiveness, you don't need ukuthi ulinde yena ukuthi azokuxolela. When you forgive yourself ukuthi yazini I also played a part kulento le, ngivumelele ukuthi yenzeke lento lena ne, even though bengekho aware ukuthi ngiyagula, but I'm ngidlalile na part yami. So for ipart yami, like when you forgive yourself, in forgiving yourself automatically naye uyamforgive, but waiting ukuthi eze kuwe azothi mfethu ngiyaxolisa, I am telling you this thing ihlala nawe kuze yabo, because of you'll never come yabo. Maybe uzoza asazi, we don't know, ngenze ukuthi a reform njengathi yabo, ngenze ukuthi a reform, ngenze ukuthi angareform, but when you have to ukuthi wena uzixolele wena ngaphakathi, ene lento oyenzayo phela, lento oyenzayo it's part of healing because of raise awareness. Yes. Uyangathanda, the next person will see and say awu usisi Slindile amuhle kanje mhlophe ubheka ama picture wamanje umelene ne abuse ngaka, and then wakwazi ukuphuma kuyo, why not mina? Uyangathanda, the next person can draw amandla kuwe, and then maybe yena bekazofa if bekazocontinue kuleyo ndlela, but ngokubona wena, ngokuzwa wena, uyangathanda, because of more khuluma like you feel it. That's why namangala ukhuluma ngathi mfethu I'm sorry, ngizifakile icathule emzami according to amagama wakho uyabo, and then maybe lento bekumele yenzeke kuye through wena ayisayenzeki. So raising awareness into enkulu kakhulu uyabo. So wena nje kumele nje uzixolele wonke umuntu odlule ku abuse, kuma abusive relationships kumele azixolele. You have to.
For me, I think that's one of the things engifuna ukuz bonga ngayo, because of I had to forgive myself before, because it's nalento, not just the abuse. We always want to find reasons to blame other people in everything that happens in our lives, but we don't partake as well, put ourselves there with kodwa nawe mos, you were there mos, nawe we understand ukuthi kube mhlawumbe zange zakukhahlela if wavele wahamba isaqala ukushaya ngempama yebo, like, and now let's talk kunalento yepattern ukuthi you move from one abuser to another yebo, because abantu abaningi bacabanga ukuthi ngoba i-tattoo istyle and then I have a sleeve, but for me I was hiding scars. I am hiding scars. Omunye umuntu uthi tattooed girl, oh she's so cool and all that, and then I chose to hide ngama tattoos because I was ilento okukhathala ukuthi kwenzakaleni la yabo, mina bangishisa ngeayina yabo, like awuzwa yabona nje shoot manje ushwabene umuntu ayini yakuqondisa type of
thing. Uphethe hardcore straight.
So what makes this thing yokuthi abantu they always go ibe ipattern kubona, find it as a norm ukuthi even if you wasuka from one abuser to another, what makes that? Because kunomunye umntwana enye bengingahlala emaflat in Kapule block 7 kunomntwana wayehlala next door lapho, so because abazali baba bashona, so I took her under my wing, and then now it's so sad umbona nomntwana esasemncane. And what I loved about her mostly was this thing yokuthi mangimthengela ama-pets, she wanna do something for me. She was like, I'm not gonna take them unless uvuma ukuthi ngizokugezela izitsha type of thing. And I allowed her to do that so that she can understand ukuthi sometimes you need to earn things because of you did something. And then now sekakhulile sekazonomntwana manje, but listening to her to saying to me na hasan shapi shem ke bona go ran rat.
Yeah.
And then wa move a relationship, and she's on another relationship where she would call me in the middle of the night in yam shy. And then uzibuza, but didn't you get ukuthi lo qala nalo abahlukile mhlambe awutholanga ama signs?
Uyagula lo muntu. Uyagula, like honestly uyagula lo muntu. Ne like ngicela ngikhumbuze ukuthi sizokhuluma ngokugula ne.
Yes.
I-pattern ye-abuse ayiqali ku the abuser. You understand? The pattern ye-abuse in most cases iqala endlini. Umntwana ukhula ebona umama nobaba belo. You understand? Umntwana uyakhala, uyakhuza. Leyo nto leyo it does something engqondweni yomntwana. uyangunderstand ikhona something ishiftayo uyangunderstand to the limit ukuthi lo mntwana lo this thing like unconsciously builda something kuye uyangunderstand uyayiaccepta but engekho aware ukuthi uyiacceptile lo mntwana automatically sekayagula uyangunderstand which is why in most cases abantwana abakhulele ngaphansi kwabazali aba-abusive or abazali abalwayo abazali abakhulumayo abathethayo in most cases they always find abafana banjalo but you marry your father, it's always the case, you understand. So wena mozongena kuma relationship you'll always ufune ubaba wakho umuntu osoft ozokhuluma nawe maybe unokubaza amantombazana amanye
usuba weak
mina ngisho ngithi yazi labantwana they are not aware ukuthi bayagula yabo uze umuntu azokutshela ukuthi hayi lo usoft mina uyangibhora usoft why uya-understand khona baby ngicela siphume siye kuphi khona zamulo tlhabara yakhe there's a difference ngiyakucela I need your permission ngiyakurespect there's hambe yogeza sambe ngiyakomanda there's no respect uyangunderstand so they want that then mawuyiloyo nto leyo windoda
kusuba weak mawuyindoda kushiwo
wena windoda wena indoda lo uyangunderstand and then mina the soft guy lawyer uyangunderstand yes and then thina se blame yena but it's not yena this thing iqalele emuva yabana bakungathiwa asikhulumeni ngecounseling bafethu a lot of people ekasi they need a lot of people ekasi we need counseling.
Do you think it's
because
necessary
of
for people to go to counseling?
kakhulu singathatha for granted but it's very 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 necessary uyangunderstand so le pattern le ayiqalanga kwi boyfriend this thing in most cases abanye ba influence abangani but in most cases iqale endlini and then lengani le psychologically ayisekho right finding ubaba wakhe uhappy mina I see something wrong ngendlela akhuluma naye ngakhona yena kaboni into wrong ugayi umshanga impama yokuqala uyakhala uyakhumbula ukuthi okay my mother or my sister endured such okay it means it's okay umfana yafika baby ngicela ungixolele I didn't mean uyangana because of I vele qale ngempama iqala ngenkulumo then khona amapushnyana umuntu akubambe or akuphushe uyangunderstand uyangiprovoke it boils and then ulobu uyamvumelela ukuthi aqhubekeke ngalento le and then it leads to impama okay I got away ngempama okay next time impama is2 nesicathulo uyangunderstand and in most cases I'm telling you this ihambiselana ne rape because of after ekshayile ufuna ukulala nawe whether uyafuna or awufuni so accept psychological whatever uyangunderstand 2 uvumelene physical whatever 3 uvumela sexual whatever uyangunderstand and when you are not aware egameni lokuthi uguy uyangithanda
I like what you're saying. I like what you're saying because I remember this friend of mine at angijwayelo lo yazi nje ngivele ngibona umuntu mangiphaphama sekaphezulu kwami uthi ngimtshelile ngathi ikuphe ake khani kinyetse lwena mara kupa. Do you think consent is very important whether you married or not to someone funeka uyicela
mfethu everything it starts yazi even namanzi you cannot just say makhatha kanhlele methi no you need to know ukuthi this is my equal okay singangalingani according to the way kudaleke ngakhona uyangunderstand we are not equal but omunye nomunye une responsibility yakhe lo muntu lo equal yam through in and throughout. I make an example. uNkulunkulu makadalu Eve, he never took a part enyaweni or a part ekana. No, he took the side and then he said this is the flesh of your flesh and the bone of your bone. You understand that? I will call her a woman because of she was taken from a man. So if she is the flesh of my flesh and the bone of my bone, why must I hate the bone of my bone? Why must I hate the flesh of my flesh? It means angimthandi. It means I don't love myself.
Then it means that it's not your soulmate.
Especially if sishadile. Yeah. No, I made that choice. I made that decision. I don't believe guma soulmates. I believe ukuthi we work things. Sinenkinga we work it. Uthando mfethu lu complex ne. Siyathandana today kusasa sithandane. liphelele kuphi we don't know so kumele senze sihlukane no mina I believe ukuthi we come back we work kuzoba nzima yes but it has to you make man yazi abantu abadala abahleli tens of decades baze bayofa bazokutshela ukuthi it wasn't easy understand we worked.
But now when you're speaking about that there's this thing ukuthi abazali bethu they want us to relate to their era and we evolve with time, isn't it? That's that which I want to believe ukuthi mhlawumbe back then they didn't have platforms about ukuthi you go and talk to people about your problems. I mean kunabo anonymous don't where you just go and voice out if mhlawumbe you don't want people to know izinto zakho. Do you believe mhlawumbe ukuthi even the era esiguyo eyama internet it does play a role of wanting to compare what you have with other people mhlawumbe what do you have? Gonna say, the love I have for you today, it's not today, but yesterday's.
Yeah.
And I believe that the very same word, that's the word that kills us because of most of abantu aba-abuzwayo. Ukhumbula ukuthi yo masiqala ukuhlangana wayengithanda kanjani. Wayenza 1 2 3. Angithi the love I have for you today, it's not today's, but yesterday. So simply means that you still trapped in the good person.
Usanemondo ukuthi maybe lo yamuntu uzobuya ethi ngibekezele.
Yes, uzoshintsha, you know. But now we fail to understand ukuthi this is what I always say. We get into these relationships, you automatically navigate people how you want them to love you, how they should treat you, how should they do things around you, how should they show their love language around you. But don't you think that's not an authentic thing? Because I'll be telling you how I want you to touch me. I'm not giving you a chance to show when Uti, this is who you are, this is how you do things. And then if I'm vumelani nalo, because now if I'm gonna navigate you, eventually you're not gonna be consistent with that. You will trip, and then you go back to you, and then we're saying it's ushinjile.
Yeah. I think authenticity mfethu it's best. Umuntu akakwazi for wena zisasuka. You understand? Umuntu akakwazi for wena zisasuka. Yazi this thing iqala kanjani? Angithi masiqala and then nami ngiyazama ukuthi ngikimpress in a way. But nami that person akusiyimi. The true me will come along and now uzobona ukuthi okay lo muntu lona kancane bits and pieces uyasiveza. Understand? Then you uthatha decision yakho from lapho. But when it comes to era yabazali bethu mfethu mina ngakutshela okay the way mina ngibona ngakhona and according to the way bengiloko ngenza research ngakhona ngizilungiselela ukuzala mfethu iera yabazali bethu it was the worst of the worst. Yabona le era le yamanje especially ku the feminine side i powerful kakhulu to the limit ukuthi you can even pose a question ukuthi but wena ukuze kanjani ukuthi uvumelele umuntu ukuthi aze afikelele la efikelele khona ngala resources asinawo khona manje. No, somehow you can even want to blame or you can even have a feeling of blame. Understand that era yabazali bethu mfethu they were controlled. Abuse it's not just ukulwa ukushayana. Ngesikhathi sabazali bethu abo baba abaningi bebesebenza ne most of abo baba bebesebenza and then abo mama bebe rely kubo bekangahlalanga ngokuyafuna bekehleli ngokuthi ngizo yapi abanye bebephuma bazele emakitchen beyozama but majority abazali bethu bengasebenzi
and amadoda besho ukuthi uyapi sofuna uyokufeba ngoba ngikubeke like wena umsebenzi wakho ugada umuzi kababa
and they endured leyo abuse nabo bebagula mfethu bebengekho awe ukuthi abuse either way izinto bezingakhona but you see if ngikunika amandla khona manje you take the power mina I'll be nothing go. You understand? If mina or when you give me amandla wakho when you'll be nothing game it's always the same. Abazali bethu bebengena amandla bebe supportiwa ngabo baba bethu that's why umuntu bekwazi ukukhipha igama lokuthi yimi ngithenga ukudla la
ngikuthuma toilet.
Understand?
Akutshela ukuthi mina engikuthumayo
umuntu azokutshela ukuthi udla mina ugeza mina ugqoka mina ugibela mina. Understand? ithini kuwe, it is telling you automatically ukuthi I am nothing without this person. Uyangunderstand psychologically yazi ingqondo yenye into bra.
Eshilo Kanyimbawo, I remember I watched the segment where she said, yeah, you guys, you were still benbona wonke lama flesh, lama glitz and whatsoever, but I lost my word in the midst of this whole thing.
True. And akaqamba manga.
Yeah.
Akaqamba manga. Yabo. So era yabazali bethu ayemfethu it was the worst. That's why nangesikhathi sabazali bethu I domestic violence be worse. Inkinga nje ukuthi lesa sikhathi amadoda bengekho frustrated ngaleyo ndlela yokuthi they end up killing. Bebebulala bebekhona bebebulala ne. But now the killing is worse. Ungizwe ne. I am not excusing any behavior. You understand? But there is I'm not excusing any behavior. Ongifake kwi record ne. Majority yamadoda amanje abasebenzi bra. You understand?
Asibeke disclaimer. We're not making excuses for perpetrators, whether it's women.
Because
but economy yethu it's so bad.
And the economy lena it is designed ucindezela indoda. So amadoda amaningi they are frustrated, and abafazi amaningi they see that abanye baqala ngama intentions are right ne. Uncle yam ijole uCherry okay benomfazi, and then umfazi wakhe washona, and then waphusha nabanomntwana oyi1 umfazi wakhe, and then moving forward wathola imedi yakhona bekusiso obuya bekabuye eLesotho then but une family ngapha. And then wamthatha uDieketseng gama lakhe uDieketseng the devil askisi
Dieketseng the devil.
Yeah.
GD.
Yazi uncle wami he was mfethu he was bekumuntu ophansi man. The most humble guy. They were khuluma ngakhona, they were acting ngakhona, they were ihamba ngakhona bekuyile uncle ukuthi yazi noma ihamba estradini abantu bathi yazi ingathi abantwana and not just estradini nasendlini bekahlonipha lo yababa Dieketseng ugcina isikole standard 8 saseLesotho wamletha ngapha wamfaka boma West Call ama connections
we improve
wamphucula and they loved each other man. Dieketseng wazomnika nabantwana abayi2 mfana nentombazana bakhula wakhe indlu big house kusangena ama Corolla ama Kentucky Rounder thengela Dieketseng Kentucky Rounder silver grey yena ehamba ngeKentucky Rounder white family ama Kentucky Rounder bagqoka kahle badla kahle abantwana baba kuma multiracial simzoniphikisana last nomunye umfana athi multiracial master bev multiracial
we multiracial
generation besibiza kanjalo bema multiracials and stuff yabo. And then Dieketseng thola umsebenzi law firm somewhere eKrugersdorp. First years indlu yaqhakaziswa and what not. Uncle am emsebenzini naye bayampromote cause dala esebenza sekuyi quality controller yonke into right man yabo. Uncle am at one day bebalele like nomfazi wakhe they did umsebenzi wabo abathandana abashadile. Yeah, they did their marital duties. Ekseni uthi kungena inok emnyango, then he's waking up uyovula le emnyango uyazibuza ukuthi awubani ngalesikhathi makavula is a sheriff from a court.
Divorce
izomsave. Hayibo istory sami ngicela ungangihambeli phambili. Sheriff yase court izomsave. Baba ngicela usayine lapho tingisanela. No, you just have to send me. I don't know, I'm just a messenger. Sign la okay athathe package assign aphuma hambe baby akazi khona amaphepha ngiqeda kwathola ngicela uzongibhekisa amaphepha la amaphepha 1 uyavula lapho makathi decree of divorce. Abuye he bathu I know yazi labantu labaletha amaphepha wrong khona umuntu odivorceayo ulethele amaphepha kimi umfazi athi no I'm sorry ngikhohla ukukutshela man angisakufuni ngicela divorce.
Bebe phashkwaya last night
makasho athi everything was perfect. Hey bathu okay uDieketseng uqala emsebenzini ayi muhle shemlo yasisi mhlophe muhle yabo
and yawazi amasuthana le voice ekhulumela bathu
ndade waba personal assistant lawyer esetting. So bebehamba nale lawyer uzotshela umalume ukuthi no siyahamba une case eCape Town, they would go to Cape Town.
Kanti Cape Town
amnike blessing and then kuyahanjwa kuye Durban lawyer but ubuya nemali and then uyaza nemali endlini yahola I personal assistant ngama party awe firm uya introducewa ku guy we lawyer mfethu umfazi wakho wenza umsebenzi omuhle uyanga understand thanda umuntu wakho themba umuntu wakho angithi so makungena I divorce decree ebathumba modimo and then dekethe ngikwenzakaleni yazi one day angazi ngizoke ngikhulume naye bazokuxoxela yazi athi umuntu wesifazane athi wayithi hawithi mosadi until withi mosadi
kuthiwa umfazi ufazi
but i50-50 mfethu namadoda so athi hawithi mosadi until withi mosadi athi yazi the way bekumnandi ngakhona last night at the person obese ngikhuluma naye ngaleso sikhathi it was not my wife athi ngibathenga athi ngiyancinga ngibathenga ithi nyambuza athi wathi ndoda divorce lapho everything sishara 50-50 akukho la ngigroba khona uyang understand
but that's what they say kuthiwa umfazi can leave you emotionally ahlale nawe 5 years eloko ehleli physically. Do you know that?
Yeah, ngiyayizwa leyo nto but kanjani
ngihlale nje na sihlale nje kodwa angisekho mina when it's more like my soul is out when uhleli ne cops like it's like that.
Yeah iyenzeka leyo nto leyo okay ngiyabelieve.
And then how is your uncle, because in such things ikambe ayikho and then that's where we don't utapelo the other day ati we honestly speaking men's emotions are not validated.
Yeah no yena wajika shem wajika the into ayenzeka ukuthi ba divorce and then maba divorce but my lawyer shem ayidlalanga ngalo sis because namanje basashadile khona iqiniso yabo sathani.
But do you think the lawyer trusts her? Because mina nginalento ukuthi if you're going to leave your wife for me, what makes me to be comfortable to think that you won't leave me for another person?
Asazi ke lapho maybe because yena ugood ngomthetho maybe babashaye amanye ama contract ukuthi maybe if uyaphuma la then you go out with nothing, so maybe ubekezele, you never know, but uhamba ngama Mercedes right. So yeah yabo but leyo nto leyamshawa uncle because uncle bekangaphuzi waphuza. The worst part ukuthi indlu mayithengiswa yathengiswa ne furniture ngithi kwafika labantu laba bama liquidator yini then bafika babhala iTV 500 yonke into ba calculator okay yonke into kulendlu indlu worth amalini and then furniture I think it was ngale yamali yakudala leya gijimela lapho kuma 400 and something thousand yonke into ngaphakathi and then bathi ke izothengiswa imali share between bona because of umfazi ngoyofuna idivorce. If angithi befuna indoda then umfazi bekazohlala la understand ya akhulisa abantwana so cause umfazi ofuna yabathi okay you share ukuthi abantwana bazokhona ukusurvive because obvious abantwana bazohamba nomama yabo and then they never sold. Umfazi wathi okay wena nikeza mina le 200 and something thousand ngiphume ngihambe lo bekangana phela leso sikhathi 200,000 befana ne million manje. Yeah and then umfazi wakhuluma noloya bahlanganisa 200,000 bamnikeza bamkhipha endlini yakhe
bakhipha imali
waphuma nempahla zakhe nemoto.
So umfazi wenzela ukuthi indlu isale nabantwana?
No yeah yasala nabantwana but yena wahamba nabantwana and then kwabuya usisi wakhe lo waseval wazohlala namanje usahlala kuyo
kodwa indlu yeka
yeah sisters wakhe
hlakaniphile le ntombazana
Satan yabo so yeah then bahlukana kanjalo and then umalume mari no wenza ngaleyo mali because of yeah bekaphuza kakhulu into iyamsindisa because lo mfazi bekuhambe nabantwana bakhe abayi2 and yena bekanomntwana oyi1 from the previous wife. Umntwana wakhe kulomfazi lo omfana wabuya wathi no not baba yabo wamthatha baqala phansi bathenga indlu mayibuye bakhula bonke like wahlala nobaba wakhe man wahlala nobaba wakhe
akazange beke lo mntana ukuthi abekangilahlile so ngena
no akazange amlahle until I divorce and noma bahambile maybe wahamba lesikhathi yena angakabi kwi-age ukuthi angakwazi ukuzimela, but as soon as aba nabo ma-18 esakwazi ukuzimela wabashiyana le ndlu yabo enhle la bebehlala khona, wabuya wazohlupheka nobaba wakhe because babakhe bekahlala emkhukhwini edla yonke imali sekayinhlekisa manje.
But do you blame him? Yazi, I watch lama documentaries where most of people they take them to incarceration and then ba notice ukuthi mentally they're not okay, and then baba say mental institution, and then when you ulandelela story there's a root somewhere. So ukudleni kwakhe imali wayeziconsola, and angeke sizomblame for it because that was the only thing that he had at that time, and he felt ukuthi he needs to escape.
Yena bekaziconsola. Vele mina futhi angeke ngize ngikwazi ukumblame. I cannot, because of I've been through a similar situation, but mina it was not a divorce, mina it was death ngendaba zama COVID ngashona la mfazi, and then like being a stand up guy ngumfundisi esontweni, and then after that thing ingqondo yavele yadicrease kancane, and then like everything has spiral out of control. Phuza change amantombazana ngapema, so I understand like situation akuyo.
Really COVID, it was just now.
Yeah.
Like
so
we're still recovering from that, like it was just now.
No, but no, I'm just saying ukuthi mina I can understand, I can relate naye, but abantu bengakwazi ukurelate ukuthi uzocontrol umfazi, uhlulwa umfazi, abafazi bebaningi kanje, uyangathanda, so they blamed, and naye was blaming ngabantu because of bekaphuza la estradeni achamela, uyangathanda. Then umntwana wakhe weza ukuthi wenzakala ngoba bakhe wathi never, and then weza, and then babuilda kanti unfortunately ke khona imalinyana lesikhathi ziphuma emsebenzini wakwazi ukuthi ainvest, and then lezo imali zaphuma la papa makhona umntwana wakhe wasithatha bathenga indlu eMayibuye, then by extender umntwana waye esikoleni, umntwana makaba right esikoleni waSpanish grand wakhipha ubaba wakhe, so bashiftile futhi eKasi.
Ngiyabona makuthi that's a definition of ukuthi ukuzala kuzelula.
And then ba right yabo. So man ilokhunja iza ngendlela enini, iza ngendlela enini.
And now what I wanna I was watching this yokuthi out of 10 abusers out there, it's only 2 that are reported, right? And then more especially amajele wabafazi, it's because of it was a self-defense. Abaningi bagcine bebulala. Kukhona umunye umama estradeni sethu othiwa makasifiso, ngangazi mina ukuthi umuntu makashila ngashrink umuntu omdala bengaka. I was only 10. Umshisi indoda ngoba every weekend yayihlala imshaya, wayazi ukuthi yena uzoba i-weekend special, until walinda walala wamshisa nge-acid. Ngangiqala ubona umuntu ongaka mina emdala shrinke, ngangazi ukuthi umuntu ushrinke kanjalo. Kuthiwa most of ama-abuse, I mean abantu besifazana ababoshiwe, it's because of that.
Enjalo kulokhunjana kulento lebengiloko ngiyenza ngicela ukufundelana kancane. Ithi according to research, South Africa is considered a country with high cases of domestic violence. Statistics report for 2023 suggested over 15,000 women were victims of physical and sexual assault. Additionally, more than 960 women were killed because of domestic violence related cases.
Did you say abuse and sexual it's 15, but those who were killed it's 900?
900 reported. Asikhulume ngalezi
no,
and then asikhulume ngalezi ezifihlwa ukuthi uyangithanda uyangilungisa no.
You said 900 what?
900, and in South Africa 960 women were killed because of domestic violence related cases. Tina sizwa 1-2 nyana, you understand, because of sekule 1-2 nyana, omunye sesowethu uzwa 1-2 nyana, and then asibala ukuthi eDurban eCape Town kophi, but women emzansi phela ababulewe through domestic violence. 2023 askaka ama statistics wala stiya ngithi awa this year wakathathu azovela nawo mawavela because bengifuna awa this year, so unyaka akapheli. 970 reported. So this thing it's alarming, like this thing ikhula ngenye indlela like yabona babathi wildfire. ikhula like a wildfire, like it's all over, bruh. It's all over. It's not okay, but it is all over.
I was watching, there was this lady who was trending, who got assaulted badly. I think was a function because the boyfriend was looking for her sister. I take her in keep,
yeah.
And now, because the guy had money, because guys got money, rather. Whereas he's walking free. Because of usebenzisana namaphoyisa. It's another thing. With my case, it's different. Right now, my brother, he was falsely accused. Kunalo mama bega circulator ekusoneville city olimele ukuthoshaya ingane yakhe. Did you see that? You know that my brother, we were bosh
for Leon.
Reasoning ya lo mama. Okay. Lo mama lona une history no mama. Bebengazwani, like divide umuzo yi-1. So now uxabana nomakoti wasekhaya, makoti wasekhaya pregnant, azothi ngizokushayisa ngezulu, like ulo mama udume ngokuthi nje kuthiwa wrong estradini or mangithi blocking yena. And then within a week after she uttered those words, sister-in-law yami thought is stillborn, which I blame my brother for confronting the lady. Azothi intando yakho ke yenzekile, azothi mthakathi. Remember ke kuma rights wethu leyo nto leyo nje deformation of character. And then kube nama street committee mosi ikhulunywe idlule. So now umntwana wakhe, because nina abafana isikhathi esiningi anithanda ukunakela izinto lezi eziphethe, you find them petty. Uthole brother yami ime egate amcela ukuthi amkhapha ayokuthenga ibi, so bahlike bahlale phansi kwesihlahla kwalo mama. Lo mama lona mangizwa ukuthi brother yami that day ayifuna ukuphuza because of ebezosebenza in few hours and then ebene exam online the next day. Lo mama confront umntana ukuthi why uhlala nezitha zami, why uhlala nezitha zami, uma uqedile uzobuyela endlini ngapha ubhizi uphuza imali yakho nezitha zami and all that. Kuthiwa lo mama uthekena sekafika endlini washaywa. Makashaywa lo mama lona uvula icase ukuthi brother yami emshayile. Luckily the time yenzeka lento my brother bekasebenza, so une alibi. 2 abantu abafike kwisimo babonile ukuthi kwenzakaleni umphakathi. So now brother yami iyaboshwa because lo mama uthi yena into ayaziyo ukuthi umntana wakhe umgcine ehlene brother yami and brother yami isitha sakhe. I'm talking about attempted murder here of a pensioner, a female pensioner. System yethu the way is failing ngakhona
bazobopha ubhuti wakho
without investigation. Wachargwa.
Yebathong ene alapha
Wachargwa. Ngeso sikhathi leso mina mangisuka la, that was 3 weeks ago. Angikhulumi into ekudala. Mangisuka lana mina ngifika umphakathi umegate nalo mama lo bafuna ukushisa ukuthi makangayokhipha brother yami bazoshisa because of they know the truth. They were the one who were they. Mangifika police station brother yami ayikachargwa. Ngitshelwa ukuthi because of sebembhalise kwi-administration they cannot just bona bachithe ilento zanafanele kuhanjwe nge-3 process sesiyofika ku-magistrate. Now we're still talking about the abuse. Lo mama abuse umntwana wakhe. Lo mntwana wakhe une pending case vele already that was active khona lapha and he's on the run umntwana wakhe as we speak. But my brother now kuthiwa angeke sikhona ukuyichitha le case because of abantu abayi2 fanele uyoxoxa court ibe magistrate udecideayo.
Ukuphi yena manje?
Ubani?
Ubhuti wakho?
Uye waphuma.
Okay.
But uphuma sekachargiwe unama fingerprints. My brother works with banks, like if bangathi bayam-assessa manje uzothola criminal record. And then he was told to ukuthi akalinde azoyoclear. Someone said to us, you know that it can even take 10 years.
Yeah, it can.
For just ukuthi i-reason ukuthi ngithi naye bekakho ungishayile, it's because of bagcine emini beyi2. You understand? Same goes now that we're talking about the abuse. How many men abakhona report abuse? Abaput bet nabumalume bethu bayashaya nabantwana bethu.
Yeah, ba few because sinale ngqondo ukuthi ngiyindoda and futhi nale imithetho le yakudala le ukuthi uyindoda naye besicindezela kakhulu because of amadoda bebeya be reporter and then mabafika le police station bahlekwe
njalo
ngashawa umfazi yabo ngashawa umfazi so naleyo nto leyo isenze ngenye indlela but abuse ikhona nakithi amadoda
yes now njengoba ngisho lento ngikhunjulwa oyi1 wamaphoyisa back then so this is what I used to do yangishaya ngiyombophisa angicenge ngoma charges
yes
angishaya ngiyombophisa bacela bathi lalela sayingendaba yakho wena uabuse ama resources we state when you understand and then sometimes there's this thing yokuthi how can I say this ulokhu ya reporter but this person is in favor with umthetho what should we do as women what should we do sometimes mina into engiyaziyo ngangasamthanda ugayi ngangimsaba because once ngithi ngisakufuna bengishayela ukuthi why ungasamfuni shoot when yajola you know that I couldn't bring a new style ekhaya like maybe I was with girls and then we start talking about sex and all that
ngizule xoxa
yeah like ngifike ngithi ngizama into entsha
uyifunde ephi
exactly you know that we go through such things thina singabantu besifazane so now and then uyazi ukuthi lo muntu lo moya umbophisa angeke bakuthathe serious what should we do
yabona kuleyo ne khona manje dathwa ngithi okay umuntu bayagula yabo i-sickness but khona amalokhunja ama structures abekiwe adila naleyo nto uyanganatana for example if usho ukuthi awusamufuni uhleli because of uyamsaba uyahamba umvulele protection order from ekuvuleni protection order bazokutshela nabo lapho ukuthi khona amalokhunjana adila nale situation okuyo and then you find out ukuthi abaphe bakhona abo sanka abo women and abuse you understand akhona yabo then you go in there uhlala phansi ulalela the people ababe ku the same situation onayo okuyo and then ukuthi baphume kanjani uyangunderstand but you protect yourself ngani ngomthetho yabo and then two mina lento bengisho yazi mfethu if thina futhi as a community besingahlangana like umuntu avela shawe bra umuntu avela shawe ukabusile akabuseke naye honestly akayizwe lento oyizwayo it's a pity nje sihlukene niyabakhulumela but not wena bengifuna ukuphuma but bengihleli because of fear but you know ukuthi ufuna ukuphuma and then you are taking steps family. Yeah then tell them
I still protected them I still protected him
yeah but yeah cause bawukhula yeah you were sick bro but iyophela indlela mfethu go through ama channels right awomthetho because of maybe sothi siyamshaya maybe abubhuti bakubathi bayamshaya bahluthuke bambulale and then they'll have to buy ejele impilo zabo cause maybe nawe futhi awusasabeli impilo yakho usabela nempilo abobhuti bakho
mina ke last day when I knew that I was out of that relationship my brothers and cousins baphuma engathi unedimoni indlela babemshaya lokho uthi uyale abe sithi ngiyale ufuna uzakimi kwavulela izinja zamlumu brothers sasisesibhedlela siyi2 that night ngithi ngiyokuvulela icase wathi nami ngiyokuvulela icase nabantwana bakini you know that sagcina sesine mutual agreement ukuthi okay ungavula icase nami because of mina nginabantwana basekhaya
bazoboshwa
abasesikoleni ababhala ama exams he got away with it
yeah cause bo protect abantwana bakini yazwakala yabo but if bawi reporte like nakumthetho wazi ukuthi this guy wenza kanje nabo somehow bekhona la bezoba protected khona yakhumbula lesikhathi esikhuluma le sikhulume nga this thing le Stockholm ne
yes please
ilokhunja ama abuse according to ilokhunja research but ahamba khona physical abuse and then khona sexual abuse which is and then khona financial abuse khona neglect I think neglect yiyo le mostly eyenzeke abantwaneni and then khona emotional and psychological abuse by khuluma nge-physical abuse iliyo leyo kushawa ngithi behavior that brings physical harm to the victim. In most cases start with seemingly small push lento besiloko sisikhuluma la until it worsens yabona. And then sexual abuse, any sexual activity without consent, any irrespective ukuthi you are married or not, without consent is considered sexual abuse. Or violent sexual abuse is widespread issue, and about it's over 500 la eMzansi.
Yes.
Go last states here. But abantu abayireportile i-rape abantu abayi-5,000 yabo cases reported ne kuma crime state. Additionally, 1 in 3 women are expected to experience sexual abuse in their lifetime. And le reportwayo lezi ezifana nalezi ukuthi ngikushayile and then ngizokulala ngenkana zireportiwe. Lezi ezifana nokuthi ngikwenzela inani and then ngizokulala anytime mangifuna azireportiwe. Eziriportiwe kuphela. And then financial abuse le ngithanda kakhulu on the hand of the perpetrator can assume power over the victim through financial control. It usually goes hand in hand with most types of domestic abuse. A victim may be prevented from working or using money to maintain their needs, e.g. awusebenzi usebenzelwa yimi. So it means when uzo dancer to isigingci sami, you understand, which is ilokhunja i-abuse ecindezele abazali bethu kakhulu. Going back to lento besikhuluma ecindezele abazali bethu because of they did not have a voice, because of our voice out bazohlala kuphi number 1 indlu yendoda bazodla in number 2 number 3 bana lento ukuthi cause already ngishadile ngisemshadweni abantu bazothini. You understand? So kumele ngubekezelele lo mshado. Yazi lesa sikhathi bekuwest man. Yazi lesa sikhathi bebakwazi ukuthi balale elokhunjaneni ubaba alale umntwana wakhe umama ayazi and then I'm protected as amzalise.
Charles, thank you for bringing that up. You know, ngangibukele iRiyadh Hotel the other day when the child said babami bengene ekamereni while mamam ekwelinye ikamera afika ngilale ngihamba ngiya kumama ngimtshele athi angeke ukhona emaphoyiseni sizodlala ekhaya azathi ubaba khona yena siconfront ubabu umakama athi inkinga umkhumbuza uma wakhe ngesikhathi sasiqala ukuthandana ufana naye uzumile njengaye.
Yeah, thina siyazi ezinye futhi bazi anyway igrubisiswana evile.
Like who does that? Like I like it when you say Lento, it has something to do with some mental issues, because there's no one who can stomach that, a normal person.
Yeah, but they did and they still do. They did. Khona manje ziyenzeke ebumnyameni, but ngalesa sikhathi they were worse. Ziyenzeka mfethu. Still happening.
Like uvukelwa njani ingane yakho? Ifana nalento kunomunye umama oyongixoxela ukuthi bona ngenkathi zabo ebengeke angene indoda yakhe igeza. Ebengeke. Ilendo diyakulala kodwa akufanelanga uyibonele. Uma nizophashkhwaya fanele kucinywe.
Yeah, usabani yini engake kayisabayo?
I mean sineyingane kodwa I'm not allowed to get into a room ugeza. That's another part of abuse. I want to believe uma wami before I meet wami, my mom was a broken woman because uye wakhuliswa uanti wakhe isister kababakhe eyayinesi. So back then uyazi ukuthi uma uno grade 10 une qualification back then. The time into grade 9 uma wakhe wathi makangena ngomnyango wathola kunamadoda ahleli, but she didn't know why. Wathi uma wakhe ulambile wathamba uthatha ukudla kwakho lapho bamthwala umama. Bamthwala, she had ukuthi makuzo uyolalwa late kungenogogo bazombamba ukuze le ndoda imlala azamithe. Amanzi makuyokha amanzi emfuleni kufanele kagade ngoba basabuthi uzobaleka. And she surrendered naye masekamithi.
Yeah, ubumi bunzimeni shem.
You understand? And she was an angry, grumpy woman ever. And it took me time to understand where she was coming from. And she had no one to talk to because it was a norm thing to yatwalwa.
Yeah.
So I agree with you when you say abazali bethu, they were through worse than what. But I still believe namanje because of abantu besifazane bamanje bathanda izinto. And if you can provide those things for me,
yeah, then ngizobekezela. And yabona uma wakho when it comes to izinto zokuthwala, like bekacindezelwa I culture yendawo beka kuyo. Angithi food mostly should maybe namabhaca or something. Amampondo, yes, because bekuyizinto zabo, then kubo bekuyinto right. Yabona, that's why ngithi this thing is all about the control. It's all about control. Uyangunderstand, ngiyakuthola and then you have ayikho into ozoyenza. Uyangunderstand, like yabo, so khona manje we don't have lezo zinto. Imithetho izamile ukuthi iziqede zonke lezo zinto lezo, uyangunderstand, and then but still abantu basazivumela bona ukuthi
do you know that kusekhona ilale kusathwalwa mina I experienced my cousin usonto siyotheza bamthwala phambi kwami. She was 15.
Yeah,
that was now 2001.
And then nangaba bophisa.
No, kulelali leyana it was normal.
Yeah, no, if
even namanje if you can do your research kusekho abantu abathwalwayo.
Yeah.
Yabo, and then iyahlotshiswa ukuthi it's arranged.
Yeah.
Marriages.
Yeah. Because ngiyakhumbula ike yavela nakubo speak out baze bayikhulumela abanikazi bayo ukuthi lisiko lethu kudala siyenza sizovumela umthetho bazosithathela into yokudala siyenza sineminyaka no tatomkhulu bethu no omkhulu bethu, which is, but it's wrong because of it still ithatha amandla kumuntu. Uyangunderstand, I-abuse mfethu, it's taking power from the next person. Yabo, it's taking power from the next person.
But now another thing that bensithi ndifuna ukubuza yona, like for me it doesn't make sense because uzova ama-psychologists ama-expert saying most of perpetrators or most of abusers out there, it's because of into njengoba ubutshilo earlier ukuthi it's rooted from home. But if you know very well how it felt when you witness your mom shayiswa ngamabonda, would you want your kids to go through the same feeling?
Wena uyagula, when you are sick, you've got some kind of a psychological problem ekumele iqondwe and then kudile ngayo because of bakhona bathi mina I grew up under a condition as you. I'm not going to let abantwana bami bakhule under yona bakwazi ukubona ukuthi this is wrong, but bakhona laba abastake kuyo, uyangunderstand, ukuthi I express naye ukuthi ayizwise. That's why benze for example bathi ama serial killer ayiqala ibulala umuntu, qala ngembovane ize ngiphela ize ifike ekondwaneni ize kuyinja until yozama kumuntu, uyangunderstand.
Ukhona othi he started being aroused when he was 6 playing with his aunt wamqwicha and then naye wa actor dead.
Yamchaza leyo,
and then it became messy
from kuphi yabo. So yonke into kuma abusers bra, it start like siyagula man.